What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is Pokestocks here. In this episode, I want to do a deep dive into celebrations, and I get this question asked all the time, especially more now than ever. Pokestocks, is celebrations still a great buy? So today I'll be going over everything that you guys need to know, my personal opinion, and where I see this headed in the near future. Of course, guys, if you have not already, join the Discord down below. We are on the road to 1,000 members. If you want to be part of an amazing community, talk to like-minded people, and even talk to your boy Pokestocks, then feel free to join below. And remember, none of this is financial advice. This is all my opinion. Let's dive into this. Celebrations, guys, man, it is definitely a set that was one of the sets of the year. It got its month. It peaked in, July to August. It was insane, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, I just gotta make sure I give my months right. But let's go into this set, guys. So we have celebrations right here. Now, I do want to take a quick look at the past year because it gives a good broad view on how the set is really doing. We're up 221%. 1 year ago, these were $78 ETBs. Right now, as we speak, they're $252 ETBs. Now, if we zoom in to what happened, if you guys remember, really in July, this thing took off, pumped all the way up to nearly 262 in the beginning of August, fell all the way down to 228 in the beginning of September, and now we're having another massive rally, pushing all the way up to 255. So we are nearly at its all-time high in the sort of beginning of August / end of July month, and that's where we're currently analyzing. Now, before I start yapping about my opinion, let's go over a few more products to make sure your boy isn't just talking complete crap. We have the Pokemon Center version now, past year up 286%, so these do share relatively same growth. We could see the massive surge right here to this product, pushing all the way up to 397. Zooming in the past 3 months, this thing has not really had a bull effect. Personally, I think this is because the amount of volume versus the regular ETB is a lot less, and these are, more niche, so big reason why. And of course, Pokemon Center ETBs, and more than ever now, have just been getting a lot more attention and a lot more respect. We also have the Celebrations UPC, past year up 154%, so not comparing it to the 250 like we're seeing with the ETBs, but again, big reason for that, it's just such an expensive product right now. This was $331 last year. Right now, we're looking at almost $850. We have some sales near $930, $925 on the road to 1,000. Now, that should give you a broad view of how all of the famous products are performing. 151 ETBs, bad word, Celebrations ETBs. Here's what I could tell you guys, because I know y'all are just going to be questioning. Do I see Celebrations getting more expensive as time goes on? Yes, I do. I think that as we really start to round off this year and hop into 2026, we are anticipating, this is not official, this is not confirmed, but just using the ratio and what we have learned in the past, Pokemon will have a 30th year anniversary in 2026. Supposedly, right, this is not confirmed yet, we will have the 30th anniversary in the beginning or middle of the year. If that does happen, then I do think that Celebrations is going to continue to grow. I think it's going to grow at a massive rate. And that's why I personally think Celebrations is getting that massive run up right now, is because a lot of people are starting to realize, damn, bro, it's down, it's down a little bit. It peaked at 260, maybe even at 250, 230, whatever I can get it for is a solid price, because I know, as what I've learned, however long you guys have been in the market for, that when a new set gets teased or announced and the previous set has that same replica, that same DNA to it, it's going to do really, really well long term. Think about it. Look at Phantasmal Flames. Gengar, Charizard, those two cards are pumping tremendously across the board because that set is officially leaked and those two cards share that same DNA, right? Also, another great example to think about this, guys, is Prismatic Evolutions. When Prismatic Evolutions released, Evolving Skies had a massive trail up. Another great thing to think about is look at Team Rocket, bro. Dust and Rivals. Every other Team Rocket product that had the word Team Rocket in it, or a Mewtwo, or whatever, did really, really well leading up to the set's release. So I think Celebrations is definitely going to carry that on with that same copy and paste formula. And if you can apply that to what has happened to those sets to this set, I think this is an obvious play. It's not something that you have to do your digging or say, well, let's actually investigate what sets. No. 30th anniversary set is, 80 to 90% confirmed as what we think as the community to be released in 2026, and Celebrations is definitely going to have a massive run-up. So is it sort of like a buy now then wait forever type situation? In ways, it's definitely like that, but I think there's a few plays that you could be making, and that's what I'll be going over right now. We do have the Gold Mew from Celebrations. As a lot of you know, this was a meme on the channel, especially if you're an OG viewer. Go ahead and comment if you know, you know. This is now a $63 card. Here's what I can tell you guys about this card personally and how I feel about it. It is a Mew, and if you look at 151, if you look at Fusion Strike, even if you not really comparing it to team, to Destined Rivals, but Mewtwo Mew, same vibe type, whatever. I think Mew is going to do fantastically well. And it might not pump tremendously because it is a Mew, and we might not get a Mew in the 30th anniversary set, whatever it is going to be. I think it's just going to continue to grow consecutively. And by the way, this is the chase card of the base set, not the classic collection, which I will be going over shortly. Excuse me. Now we do have the Miniton display. I've been talking a lot about Miniton displays recently across the entire board because I really do like these products. These are very, very niche, and I'm not going to talk about them too much because I just talked about, the 151, the 151 one like last video. But here's what I could tell you guys about how I feel about this product. Market price $272, very, very niche. If you like collecting niche products and want to have that upper hand and sort of that long-term growth of maybe not too many people investing into these because these are not too obvious, and I think it's definitely a solid play. Now, this is where stuff gets interesting. Excuse me. Dude, I'm not feeling the best. So I'm trying to pump out videos, guys. So bear with me if you hear me cough or drink water, please and thank you. We have the Celebrations Classic Collection. Hands down, one of the best co-sets? One of the best co-sets of the Sword and Shield era. Hands down. I love it. Now, there's a few things that stick out to me. When I look at the Celebrations, the main thing that's catching my eye is the Umbreon Gold Star, the Birthday Pikachu, the Mew EX, the Zekrom Reshiram, and the Shining Magikarp. Those are the things that catch my eye personally. Now, what do I see doing fantastic from this classic collection? The Umbreon. I say this every time I talk about Celebrations or every time I talk about singles. This card, I personally think, will flip the Charizard. I think that this Umbreon Star is going to be the best card. Let me rephrase that. I think it's going to be one of the best cards from the whole Sword and Shield era. Call me crazy, call me stupid, but I really think it has that potential. The main reason I think that is because Umbreon is such a heater, man. I mean, it caused the 2025 craze. It caused the 2020 craze. Not necessarily it caused the 2020 craze, but I'm sorry. It caused the Evolving Skies hype. And I think guys, if you look at it from the investing standpoint, you can really see this card just comparing it to those, right? Under $100. I can say that still. How much longer? I don't know. But the original Umbreon Gold Star is like a $10,000 card, and this is raw under 100. Now, listen, your boy Pokestocks never talks about graded slabs. So if I talk about a graded slab in a video, you should definitely be taking notes. If you're going to be investing into this card and you have the funds, you have the budget, say you have a really, really big month to spend money on, I think picking up a PSA 10 copy of this card is probably going to be one of the best moves of the entire year. Again, I am just so passionate about this celebration, this Umbreon, and no, I'm not talking about it to pump my collection, guys. I only have one copy of this card. I'm being so for real. I just think it's going to do really, really well long term. Now, enough glaze. The Birthday Pikachu, the Shining Magikarp, the Mew, the Reshiram Zekrom, I think they're all fantastic. I think they're all great buys. Even, guys, the Surfing Pikachu, Flying, even the regular Pikachu, what I find so interesting, and this is just so funny. 1 year ago, bro, this was a 50-cent card, guys. 50 cents, dude. I could have gone on the street, found 2 quarters, gone to a card shop, and bought this. And now it's like a $6. Almost a Chipotle bowl, bro. It's crazy how much Pokemon makes money. But going back to what I was saying, I think, guys, Celebrations moving on forward on the forecast is continuing to pump, continuing to do very, very well. And again, one thing you should take away from this video, definitely the Umbreon Gold Star. I really do love this card, and I'm telling you guys, it has that potential. Now, that's going to be it for this video. I'm not going to waste your guys' time. Have a great and fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.